My name is Travis Willett. I'm the owner and operator of J&T Poultry and Grain Farms here in Fancy Farm, Kentucky. We have 8 broiler barns, run about 6 flocks a year through the barns. We also, on the grain side of things, we raise corn, wheat, soybeans, roughly anywhere from 2,800 to 3,200, depending on the double crop of the wheat, depending on the year, the weather, depends on how much wheat we raise. I've been farming full-time since 2015. I was born and raised on the farm. I am a 4th generation farmer. Since 2015, or from 2002 when I graduated high school to 2015, my daddy pushed me. He didn't push me away, but he pushed me to get an education, either in farming or a trade or go to college or something. And so I chose electricity, went to the IBW 816 and worked for them for 15 years. In 2015, I come back to the farm, took over 4 of the chicken barns, managed them, and actually between 2015 and this present day and time, I took over the whole grain farm operation. In that time frame, we've grown it from a 500-acre operation of row crop, and we had beef cattle at the time also, till now we're farming the 2,800 to 3,000 acres of row crop. I'm a 4th generation farmer. I've got a son. Hopefully he'll want to carry on this legacy and make this operation the 5th generation. This is my son, Grayson James Willett. He'll be the 5th generation farmer if he decides to carry on the legacy. This is my wife, Christina Marie. We've been married for 19 years. She puts up with me on the farm, the long hours, the late nights, and helps take care of Grayson. Hopefully we get along good enough that we can pick up another 500-600 acres of tillable ground. Maybe the next generation here, or walk right into the footsteps of his father and grandfather and generations past to keep it going. So in 2014, I took out my first real estate loan through River Valley Ag. The experience with that was astronomical. It was awesome. I mean, it was like an experience you wouldn't ever understand. It was more like talking to my friend and a colleague doing the whole experience of borrowing the money. Since then, it is more of a friendly relationship between me and River Valley. We went from the first real estate loan to operating note, year to year and operating note, any equipment, loans or lines, if I need it, they're there. I mean, it's as easy as signing it on the hood of a truck or a tailgate of a truck on the farm at times, because, you know, in our line of work, sometimes we're not available to go to the office or spend the time. They get the work done at the office and they bring it to us and we sign and fill out the paperwork in the field if need to be. River Valley has really had my back and always stood behind me in the hard times and in the good times. But in the hard times, they've always been behind me. One thing that I think would be a good addition to the lending facility of River Valley Ag is if a borrower that had been there for a really long time and had good standings with them, if they had the option on years like this year with the interest rates fluctuating up and down so much, is if they could actually have an operating note with a fixed interest rate per year. That would make River Valley, you know, like a superstar to be able to lock that in and protect their borrowers through the hard times of the high interest rates